Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. This is another nighttime ramble video. I just got out the shower feeling really good, and if you watch my other videos, then you know I like to look like a glazed donut, hence why I look like this. I also do look not you can hear my mom, but I do look a little rough, but that's okay. This is girl time, girl talk. We don't judge here. It is what it is. I really can't believe I do have my bonnet on, but like I said, it's girl talk, girl time. It's okay. But I wanted to talk about and really ramble about just some things I've been feeling in terms of not being where I need to be in life. So I'm 22 years old, just to put out there. I'll be 23 in November. But I just feel like I'm so behind. And I know that may not necessarily be the case because by the grace of God, I mean, I am blessed. I have my own car. I have a degree. I just started working in the career field that I actually do want to work in. So I'm really excited about that. I rent a home, but I mean, overall, I'm very thankful and grateful. But I don't know, I'm a very ambitious person, like super ambitious. And sometimes I feel like it works in my favor, but then at the same time, it also does stress me out because I'm like, Nene, this is good, but not good enough. But I'm also learning that you honestly have to be thankful and content to where God has you. Not saying that you should just like stay there and not want more, but I mean, you can't get so stuck and so sad and like, I want more out of life. It's not working out, or I'm just going to be okay with this. Because I feel like there needs to be like a healthy balance of both. And that is what I am trying to find, honestly, because I'm like, ooh, I'm just behind. I'm just behind because I do have goals. I have dreams and I have admirations and desires and so many things. But I just don't know how to do them or how long it's going to take and just so many other things. So that's kind of what I really been struggling with. But like I said, I've really been leaning on God because that's what you have to do, and that's what I have to do. And thankfully I go to a church where, I mean, the messages that come forth really do align with what I'm going through, and so I do have that support to lean on, of course, like my mom and different things. But it's still like that personal feeling, like I'm always like, okay, Nene, what can you be doing? And I also do a lot, and I feel like I do nothing at the same time. So then it's that weird dynamic too, where if I'm resting or chilling, then I'm like, you could be like making your life better, or you could be helping, or you can be doing something. And so like, I am all about rest and self-care, especially for other people. I somewhat struggle with it, but it's weird. And I'm trying to like also break that to the point, like I'll lay on my bed and I'll just be like, I can't really enjoy it because I'd be like, you need to be writing this, or you need to be researching this, or you need to be posting that, or you need to do this, that, and third. But you know, you can't always grind. Also, like, rest is important. So it's just like a very interesting time. 20s are just like something. And so, especially like when it comes to like this media thing, I mean, I post more on my TikTok because that's my educational talk, content and different things like that, like pertaining to culture, you know, faith, education, college, so many things. Shout out to Lessons with Nene. But in addition to that, it's also just like trying to navigate that even a little bit, like what I want to do with it. I do have some ideas, but then the ideas that I have, I'm like, I don't know if I should wait to do it now, or if my following is big enough. I don't know. And even here, like sometimes feel like I'm just really crazy talking to myself on camera and no one really watches. But it's okay, because at the same time, it does kind of just feel nice to be able to ramble. And it is me putting it out there in the hope, or in the case that someone can relate, or, you know, just have a good bonding time, or give some hope to me, or even if someone else comments, I can help them out, or just creating that safe space. Because that is like one big goal of mine, is to develop my media and different things like that, but to really create that safe space. Because for me, especially on YouTube, like, so I'm not per se a commenter, honestly, on YouTube. However, I do have my people and videos that I go back to watch. Like, for example, I just have to give a shout out. Like, I love me some Monet McMichael and her videos, because they are good inspiration to me, like to keep me going, keep me motivated. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the type of person that if I see someone doing better than me, that I just automatically get sad or just start hating on them, because a lot of people got that bad. If anything, it does motivate me to keep going. But then like I love when she does her productive videos, or like if she's cleaning or whatever, because then I'd be like, it allows me to lock in when I personally may not want to. And so I wanted to be that safe space for someone else too, for people to come and like talk and have our girl time, because girl time is something that I very, very, very much value with my sisters, my friends, very small group of friends, but nevertheless, I sincerely do value it. So yeah, that was an interesting ramble. And I think I am gonna do like another video going a little bit more into depth about it, about more things that just kind of been going on. But then also I know for sure I am going to do a video talking about post-grad blues in terms of like me getting my bachelor's. And that was another thing too, I feel like kind of factored into it, that I'm like getting out of by the grace of God, just kind of like really down, because I did a lot in college. You know, by the grace of God, I was that girl in college. Like I was doing things, I was meeting people. I gave the student speaker speech, I gave the commencement speech, and I was just on the high, and I have so many people telling me, oh, you're gonna do great things. And then it's like, day after graduation, a few weeks, like I couldn't find a job, nothing was working out. I was just really sad. It was like a chapter of my life closing, because I'm like, OMG, this is so real, like surreal. I had to close out all my tabs. It was just, I just went through a lot. It was a very stressful time, a time I was not prepared for. And I think also it was like, you know, with that, but then also now being like out of college, and then I don't start my master's program to the fall. So that in between space of like, okay, Nene, like you need to lock in, you need to be productive. Have people telling me you need this, that, and third. And it's just like, I'm trying. I really am trying, but it's so much at the same time. And then also just personal things too. So, but one thing I will say is that nevertheless, I know I can always trust and lean on God. He has never failed me. I really begin it in my own way. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I begin it in my own way. Because then I try to put it in my hands and work it out. And, you know, that never works out. So that is one thing I would encourage people like to do. Trust God and try your best to just not get in your own way of your blessing, your breakthrough, or whatever the case is. Because at the end of the day, He's going to take care of it. He's already taken care of it. And it's just up to you to trust the process and to have faith. My pastor, shout out to Bishop Owens here in Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada. He recently just said something that just really stuck with me, and he got it from like the pastor that he was under, but he was like, obedience is the fast track to God's best. And that is just something that has really, really stuck with me. It's like, okay, trying to be obedient even in the hard times, and you know, obedience and being still, not doing the most, listening, praying, worshiping, like really honing in into what the will of the Lord is for me, even if I don't per se know it, but still doing the things that I know to do that would please Him and work out. You know, it would please Him, but also work it all out for me. So that would be my advice. Thank you for listening to my little ramble. Until next time.